1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show.
Well, do you know that donut thing I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Well, I've expanded that. I've done all the donuts. I've built myself a 3-tiered cake tray. I've got myself a sideboard, brick wall in, and now I'm just finishing off the countertop.
Oh, I'll have to see it. I'll have to see it next time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Welcome, bruv.
Hello there, cuz, and hello, Dan.
Yeah, hello, Trev.
You all right?
I'm not so bad. You're all right, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
All right, so we'll make a start anyway.
Okay.
Yes, so welcome to the Alien Spaceship with myself, Emmy Hikins, and he calls me bruv.
And myself, Trevor Gear, and I call him Cuz.
Myself, Dan Pindred, and they both call me fam.
All right, good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Has everyone had a good week last week?
Pretty good. Pretty good, thanks.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Right. So, today's topic, I think, Brov's got it's got some. It's got, I don't even know how I can introduce it. I don't know how I can introduce it without laughing. How can you argue with yourself?
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? How is it possible? How is it possible? I think what I said was, how is it possible to be angry at yourself?
Yeah, I said.
Who exactly is angry, is mad at who? It's just one of those things, isn't it? So, yeah, just to introduce what I hope becomes a chat, a discussion about this, just to say a few things about the brain, because obviously this is what this is about. Probably the least understood thing, our brain, by most of us, of all of our bodies. If you could travel through the whole universe, expanding though it is, billions of years you need to do, the odds are you wouldn't find anything as complicated as this complex high energy thing between our ears that we call the brain. It is quite incredible. And when you actually think that 75 to 80% of it is water, hard to believe that, but you could actually wring it out if you could get it out of your head. The other 20-25% is fat and proteins. So the incredible thing is, which I guess we never think too much about, is that these three ordinary mundane substances, water, fat and protein, create this entity that enables us to think, to see, to hear, to be jealous, to find something attractive, someone attractive, to have imagination, on this thing that weighs just 3 pounds and made up of things we know only too well: fats, proteins and water. So it's more than a miracle, isn't it? And science has never found anything in the universe, in the way that they've searched so far, to match this incredible thing that apparently we're told has come about by natural selection, by evolution, which is perhaps the way societies around the world accept it happened. So those three substances can do all this stuff for us. There's a bit of music by Pink Floyd called Brain Damage. I don't know whether you know it at all, but one line in one of those songs is, there's somebody else in my head, but there's somebody in my head, but it's not me. And this is perhaps quite a good reference to the fact that, sometimes we say, don't we, that we are in two minds about something, or we can't decide. We have such things as... The leader of our gang will make the show go with a bang, and fund the aim of everything cast us, and fund the aim of everything cast us. And this is perhaps quite a good reference to the fact that, sometimes we say, don't we, that we are in two minds about something, or we can't decide. we have such things as intuition, as ESP, extrasensory perception. I don't know whether you've ever had that situation where you've been looking at someone, perhaps from the side or behind them. You think, do I know that person? And then after half a minute, they will look round because something has told them someone is looking at them. And equally, the other way around, we've all probably turned to look at somebody only to find they're looking at us. So perhaps this is one element of what the brain can do, which we don't yet fully understand. Another incredible thing about the brain is it's never seen this world that it enables us, that it creates for us this incredible three-dimensional engaging universe that it gives to us. It gives us, as we've said, sight, hearing, all these things, but it operates in total silence and darkness in our heads, which is incredible because it's all about electricity. This is the more wondrous thing, that these thoughts, all these emotions, everything comes about through billions of zapping electricity between nerve cells, neurons in our brain. And just something I will say there as a bit of an aside, there's a Brazilian woman, neuroscientist, a brilliant woman. She reevaluated after a few years looking at it. In 2015, she came up with the fact that there were only 86 billion neurons in our brains, in a single brain, rather than the 100 billion that had always been accepted by science. So clearly, I mean, how they come out with these decisions, how do we know? But it was quite a demotion for the brain to have originally 100 billion neurons going down to 86 billion. But these billions of neurons, in 1 second, they're zapping about in our heads, tapping like Morse code, but so much more quickly. In 1 second, the number of electrical impulses, connections in our brains, is more than the number of stars in our galaxy, in the Milky Way, which is thought to be 200 billion. Now, how they ever work out these things, I really don't know. But our brains are an incredible thing, and it's not something we can ever really understand, of course. The first thing that we do know, and this is where we're coming back to the subject matter, is that consciousness actually has very little to do with the overall workings of the brain. Most of it is going on, if you like, unknown to us, making decisions which never even come to the conscious level.
And fund the aim of everything 'cause does.